Okay, let's talk about what I did today. First things, so I swung Nvidia for earnings. Let me get this set up in a bit of a better state. Um, and obviously earnings were a bit of a dud. We gapped down just a tiny bit, maybe a dollar. Let's see, yeah, like a little less than a dollar. Um, and right out the gate, so if Nvidia opens here, right out the gate, it shoots up aggressively. So let me just make this something like on 1 minute, right? So you can see it a lot better. Right out the gate, Nvidia flips the day red to green and then goes for the moon. So what I did is I added to those swings, right? The swings were down. I added to those immediately. And we come up here, and once I see my 1 minute chart flip red, I'm starting to scale out because my goal is to just break even on the trade. If it decides to reverse and keep going up, I can always add. But right now, the goal is to break even. And I've already passed ADR, so I already know where I'm going. And also, this level here was the weekly target. It was the second target on the week, which you can see here, right? This line, that's the second target on the week. So on the 1 minute, I'm seeing this happen. And to be fair, I was watching the 3, but this happened so quickly I moved to the 1. This ADR and then this target happened so quickly. Obviously you can see like within a minute and a half all of that happened. So then I moved down to a smaller time frame. Really quickly, I'm still trading a few things. So yeah, that's what I did in Nvidia. And then when this happened, you can see better on the 3. You get this, right? So we're coming down and then we flip the day red. So I said in the chat that I'm short Nvidia. We flip the day red, we come down, it comes back up, and then I'm like, okay, a little unsure. So I let the next 5 close, it closes inside, and then this happens, right? So this, entry 1, this, add. Right? And then this ADR is my target. So we went to ADR and then we kept going because also the second target was outside day. So if we look here, or maybe the first target was outside day. Let's see. So boom, boom, boom are the targets, these yellow lines. I can make them another color. Let's have red be our targets. So if those are the targets, right, then we have on the 5 was the entry, right? So I longed Nvidia, boom, made my money, right? And I should add, my goal was to break even. I made like 50% on them, right? Because I added quite a bit. So here we come back through. We have a shoot of 5, unsure, add just a little bit because we flipped the day red. We come back up and through. Not loving it, let the 5 close. Then the next 5 stays inside and it's red, so that's good for me. And was now below the daily open, which is this blue line. So with that, you add here. Goal is red line, ADR. We flip weekly open. This next red line. I'm sure I scaled out a bit on the way down there. But we hit all those targets, right? So then I'm looking for a reversal, which I played Nvidia back up for a little bit. The contracts weren't moving that well, so I did get out. That's the first thing that I did this morning. Also mentioned in the chat that I was looking at Crowd for the earnings gap. Crowd turned red to green. I did pretty much the same thing I did on Nvidia, right? I get in when it turns red to green. The difference is Crowd doesn't return. Crowd just keeps going. So I keep going with it, right? I exited Crowd here when this 5 triggered down, right? This is an actionable signal. 2 up, 2 down. Trigger that. I'm out. So this did very well also. And what else have we done today? I've been talking a lot in the chat. I shorted Tesla. There was a little bit of chatter about longing Tesla, which I thought was insane because the indices were not strong this morning. But regardless of that, 15. This white line is my entry in Tesla. This is new. That's a different template setup. This right here. This 15er. It was a little bit of a difficult hold, but here we are. And you could see in the chat, I was very pleased with Tesla short. We went through all of my targets. At this point, I actually do want to flip the week red. So we'll just have to see. But yeah, that was what I did this morning. My why, I guess I can show you the daily setups. Tesla's a perfect setup for a short. 2 up, 2 down. This is new daily open. 2 up, 2 down. So I got in here, right? And this was my daily trigger. So I got in a domino, right? A 15er that triggered the day. And then we just went down, right? So this was the ultimate target, which was daily magnitude. And we went lower. So now I'm really looking to flip the week, this purple line. That's why I was looking at Tesla. Why I was looking at crowd was earnings gap, right? It gaps down. And we had all of these pivots. 2, 3, 4. Oh, not 4. This is 4. Right? So it gapped down. It cleared all of that on this gap down. So now we need to actually hit those pivots, right? So it gaps here, come down, boom. So that's why I was looking at crowd. And NVIDIA is obvious, right? Earnings, I was already in it. I needed to, make the money back. Only other thing that I was on about today. Ooh. SPY's putting it in inside out. What the 15 looks like. Perfect. Double inside 15s on SPY. It's beautiful. Hope it stays like that to give me a 30. Yeah. Beautiful. It's also really important to know what you want to see. That will help us as we're trading and continuing on. So also traded SPY mostly off the 5er today. I shorted it in the morning. Really wanted to go to ADR. So I gave up some profits because I was waiting for this target. I didn't exit for a minute. I should have exited on this 5er flip, but I gave back a lot of profit on SPY. I think I left with like 10% gain on my short, which was perfect, right? Double inside 5. So this is the entry. But I just got a bit greedy in it. And 0 days move quickly. So that was that. And then I longed it again, which looking at the 5, I believe I was on the 15 at that time of day. Yep. This inside 15er was my entry on the rest of the day. So back to new high of day and all-time highs. It hit that. I said in the chat I just got out of SPY because this felt like it happened very quickly. And yeah, now looking to go up even higher. I want to see 650. But now, speaking about what we want to see, right? I'm liking that we have, and let's go back to something like this. I'm liking that on SPY, we have an inside, double inside 15, right? I actually want this to stay double inside 15. Why? Because if this stays double inside, then we've consolidated for half an hour. This also makes this 30 an inside 30. So now I'll have a domino, right? Double inside 15 to trigger this inside 30 to get us back above all-time highs, up to ADR, okay? And then ultimately I want to see 650, so that's beyond ADR. And then we'll just have a continuation on the hour, okay? That's what I want to see. That's what I'm looking for. If that doesn't happen, then I'm totally happy to have like a RevStrat 15, which looks something like this. Boom, boom. To still go back up. I'm bullish, and I know I'm bullish. So unless there's an obvious short, I'm going to be looking for something that's going to get me back in to bullish movement. If that means that this 30 stays inside and we have a double inside 30, totally fine with that. Or we have a 1 failed, 2 down, 2 up, totally fine with that as well. Also looking at NVIDIA moving forward, we have this double inside hour, inside 30, inside 15, right? So I'm just waiting for the obvious to present itself so that I can continue to trade and make money.